Hey guys, as you can see from the intro, we're doing something kind of Valentine's-y. I don't usually do gimmicky, so I thought I'd do something kind of romantic instead. I actually made those pieces in the intro before I did my last video with the alcohol inks. And in that last video, I mentioned about this heat transfer foil, about it turning pink once it touched water. But in this case, for me, it worked perfectly, and I really liked the outcome. I really liked the pink more than I like it with the silver. Okay, so anyway, so what we need for this video is transfer foil. I'm using Cernit, but you can use any brand you want, but a black into white. And I'm using this texture stamp. It came in a pack of 4 different designs. I got it from Temu. And I made a stamp of the stamp. Okay, so I'm actually going to use this stamp for the pendant. Okay, so there we put that aside. Okay, so I'm going to go prepare my clay. I'm going to roll the white out on a number 9, and the black I'm going to roll it out on a number 2. Okay, so I have my clay rolled out, the black on a 2 and the white on a 9, and I'm just going to place my black. I took just enough clay, it's a little bit bigger than my piece I want to cut out. I'm just going to place it on the white. And cut off the excess. I see a little bit of an air pocket in there. Just gonna pierce that. You won't see this after we put it through the stamp. Got quite a few in there actually. Again, we do not want them in there. Goodness. That's good enough for me. Okay, put that aside. Now I'm just going to burnish that down. I can see more. Goodness, Keelan. All right. Now I'm just burnishing that down. Okay. There we go. So I'm going to lay this down. I'm going to get my transfer foil. And again, this particular foil sticks very well. You don't need to pay too much attention to it. And again, if you see any air pockets, just pierce it with your needle tool. That didn't do very well. Anyway, now I'm going to do a double coat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to gently rub this until I feel it becomes tacky. I know why it didn't stick very well. It was because the clay was slightly leached sitting on the paper. Now, can you hear that little bit of squeaky? That's good to put down again. And do it again. So I'm burnishing quite a bit harder now, as it didn't stick very well the first time. Again, the reason it didn't stick is because I had the clay lying on the paper for about 10 minutes or so, and because it's so thin, it did leach. So it's ideal. You want to have a real nice sticky clay for this foil, or for any foil actually. Okay, I think that should be good. Okay, and a 1, 2, 3. That's good enough. That'll do me. Okay, I put that away. Now I'm going to lift this off my table surface, and we're gonna wet the stamp. I'm gonna wet it quite well. Just with some water. And we're gonna place this, it's roughly the same size. I wanna concentrate on this area here, so like this. Okay. Now I'm going to get this facial sponge. This is great. I really, really love this sponge. And I'm gonna roll. Using the sponge helps your clay to stay in place. The roller doesn't seem to move it around, and you won't get a double image. It's great. That should be good enough. And with these, again, you need to keep them moist. So I put it back in this little baggie, give it a squirt, and close it up. And it's good for next time. Okay. Voila, that came off like a treat. Isn't it funny? The water didn't affect the silver here, but it will. Okay. Now I've chosen my cutter. I have to do a massive shout out to Dominique, one of my channel members. She very kindly, very generously sent me a whole big bag of cutters, and I'm so pleased. Thank you very much, Dominique. This is one of them. I just took out the bits holding this middle piece in because I wanted to have a solid piece. And if I want to use this again, I can, or I can use it for earrings or something else. Now, here's what I have. And I'm not sure how I want my pendant to hang. And I'm not sure how I want to, if I want to use a tube bail. If I want to use a tube bail, or if I want to use I might just use a wire bail, because then I can get the design that I actually want, and that's in here like this. Okay, so I'm gonna take that, get my little swirl in there, and press. Make sure it's through. I think it's through. Oh yeah. And there we go. Oh, I'm happy with this now. Thank you, Dominique. Actually, I might need that for something else. I don't know. So I'm going to turn it upside down so it doesn't leach the black. Now, I'm happy with that. Okay. So now I'm going to, I think I want to dome it. I do want to dome it. So just give me 1 second to get my handy egg poacher. Actually, before I decide, let's see how it's going to sit on the poacher. Yeah, I like to dome things because our chests aren't flat. And if a domed piece will sit nicer on your chest. Let me see. Yeah, that's looking good. Okay, I'm just going to very gently press. Very gently. I don't want to flatten what we've got here, the raised areas. And I'm going to put this in the oven because this is Cernit. I'm going to put it in for 130. It's a little bit thick, so I'm going to put it in for 45 minutes in a preheated oven. I'll just pop on real quick. I just cut out 2 of these and I put them on the dome here, and 2 rounds as well. So maybe we'll make some earrings, maybe not. But anyway, I thought I'd put them on here and we'll see how they turn out. Okay, anyway, so off to the oven we go. Okay, so they're out of the oven and cooled. Take them off. There's the pendant. I think it's okay. And the earrings. All right, put that aside. All right, okay, here I have a water beside me. I normally put in soap, a little squirt of dish soap. I'm not going to do it with these. I'm going to start on a 320 grit. Again, I forgot to mention, if you wanted to shave off some of the raised parts when it was flat, I mean, go right ahead. I just said I didn't want to do that. Kind of taking a little break from shaving. I'll be shaving in the next video, don't worry. Yeah, anyway, so it kind of lost some of its sheen as well. It's gone to more of a matte kind of a silver. Anyway, I'm going to put it in the water. And it's not changed yet too much, but it will. Right, okay, I'm wrapping this around here because I don't want to take off any of the bits below. Any of this, what is silver now, but which will be pink below. I just want to take off these raised areas. And what we're going to get is black with a very gentle surround of white before it gets down to the eventual pink. Well, you can see it's pink there already. But again, I really enjoy sanding. I mean, if I had to sand a lot, I probably wouldn't enjoy it so much. But basically, my production, I guess you want to call it, has really slowed since I've been doing YouTube. I basically just create when I'm doing my videos. I have a lot of collections. I used to make a lot of collections, and I have way, way, way too much jewelry. So I'm kind of slowing down a little bit. So, I mean, I have the time and the patience to sand, but if I was doing a lot to go to craft shows and stuff like that, I probably wouldn't want to sand as much. But anyway, you do you, I do me. I'm only here for inspiration. And please take any techniques I show you and tweak them and do them your way. That's make them yours. That's what it's all about. I'll show you. This is a piece that I did a few days ago, and I went a little bit heavy. I went through to the white, you see here, and on the edges as well. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. I still like it, but I would have to take some more bits out to kind of even it out a little bit. And this is with the original stamp. You can see the difference. This is with the stamp of a stamp, right? Anyway, just go a little bit more. I don't want to bore you. And you can see we're going to have a raised, I'm sure you saw it on the photo, but you're going to get a raised black, a slight outline of white, and then you're going to get the foil. Anyway, I'm going to carry on and do the rest of this off camera. I'm also going to tidy up clean up the sides. And then I will come back when these are all sanded. Okay, so I spent some time last night sanding these. The earrings I have done. I just need to put a backing on them, but I quite like how they turned out. I think I just had to figure out how I want to assemble them. This was a problem. I shouldn't have put this on the egg poacher. It's too rounded of a dome. It was a new cutter for me, and I misjudged the dome. So I don't like this one at all. It's also a little bit too much pink here. Also, my stamp, it has a fault. It has a glitch here. And when I'm using my stamp of the stamp, I forgot about this. And that's this area here. Okay. Anyway, so, no. So I made another one. Here it is here. It's the exact same way, but I've just positioned it a bit different in the stamp. I went ahead and put a wee backing on it. But anyway, so I really like this one much better. I domed it on this here, on the back of this, it's a ceiling fan globe. So I domed it on this, which is a much softer dome. Okay, so you can see, actually, I'll show you these. These I made a couple of nights ago. And these were dry sanded, and you can see how silvery these are. Well, they're not as bright silver as when they went on, but anyway, the silver's still there. But you can see after it's been in the water, you can see that it's gone pinkish, right? Also, where I sand a bit too much, it's gone pink. But that's what I want, because now we're going to take our alcohol, give this a spray. I just have a nail brush here, and I'm just going to give it a brush, and it takes all the silver off, and we're left with that delicate pink that I liked. Voila. So that's how I got my pink, and I really, really like it. And you can see here, so you've got the black, you've got the soft white outline, and then you have the pink. But anyway, I only sanded this up to 300 grit. I'm going to give this a gentle sand up to 3000 very carefully. I don't want to mess this one up. And then we'll come back, we'll put a wire bail on this one. Okay, we're gonna make a wire bail. I've not made one of these in ages, and that's all I used to ever make was wire bails. Actually, this is my very first YouTube tutorial was on this particular tube bail technique. Okay, so we're gonna use, I've got a 0.8, which is 1 millimeter, and I've also got 0.5 millimeter, which is a 24 gauge. These are the ones I'm using. I just took off actually, hold on now. I made this one earlier. This one I think I'm probably going to use. This one I did on the largest setting on the smallest mandrel, which is 5 millimeter. The cord I'm going to use is 3 millimeter leather cord that I've had lying around for a long time with these little, this little fastener. And this will fit, I think, probably perfectly, but I'm going to make another one anyway. So there we go. I think that will be just fine. Right, so put that away and put this away. Okay, so I have a bit of wire here, and I'm going to go the smallest setting on the largest mandrel, and this is a 0.6, and this is 6 millimeter. So I'm going to leave a bit of a tail, okay, and I'm going to wrap tightly 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Make sure that the wires are all laying nice and flat. Like that. And then just take with your fingers, give it a wee twist. And then with your pliers, give it a real nice twist. So you make it nice and tight. Not too tight that you can't get it off the mandrel, but tight. and that's tight, but I can get it off. Okay. Now, I've already gone ahead and drilled a hole in this. This one, I believe, is 1.5 millimeter. I think it's the third smallest drill bit. Anyway, so I'm just going to cut off the tail. And tidy up this point. And we check it with this. And this looks just fine. Okay. Always try it first. Okay. So I'm actually just gonna, hold on, straighten this up a little bit. There we go. I'm gonna leave it on the mandrel. I'm gonna take my super glue. Put it on the wire. My hole is a little bit big, so I can put quite a bit of glue on. That should be good. And now with it on the mandrel, I'm going to slide it on. Oh, I got there we go. You want to make sure it's nice and straight. So I'm just going to hold this in place. And then carefully slide it off. It's not ready yet. There we go. All right, we let that sit. Now I want to take my smaller wire. I'm going to take quite a lot actually because, oops, more crazy glue. I'm going to wrap it around so you can't see the join. That should be enough. Yeah, see how this is? That's good enough. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to push the wire in through the little hole there, like that. Put it down, and then quite simply, just wrap. I like to do a sloppy wrap. I think that's one too much, one too many. I think that's good. Okay. So now I'm just going to pull this a little bit tight. I'm going to take a tiny bit of my glue, my resin, and just a little tiny dab. Tight. Get my little light. And then just snip this off. And the tail under here. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit under my my normal UV light for quite a while, for maybe about 3 minutes, just to make sure this is fully cured. Anyway, so what we're gonna do. In the meantime, though, you know what? I said I was probably gonna use this one. Oh la la. Anyway, I'm just gonna take any tool you have, and just side to side, open it up, open the coils up. Voila. There we have a very, very easy wire veil. And this one is obviously big enough. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna put this on the lamp so it's fully cured, and we will come back and we'll do the show and tell. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay, I have to apologize. I don't know why I spoke so fast in the last clip. I'm from Newfoundland. I can speak a lot faster than that. Anyway, we'll get on with the finished pieces. Right, the one that you saw in the beginning was this one. I think this is actually my favorite one. I'm not too sure about the string. This is wire and black seed beads. There's the back. And again, this is the same as when we did on camera. That is the reverse stem. And then there's the other one. Now, this one's a little bit different. I think I only put one layer of the foil on this one. And I didn't use any alcohol on it. But you can see this just naturally, the water took away most of the silver. There's a bit of a sheen there, a little bit of a silvery glow there, but it's different than the other two. And this I put on just these little spacer tubes, tube spacers. Okay, and when we did on camera, this one here, I do like this one. I really like the bail. I liked it. There's the back. I did change my mind. I put this on a 45 centimeter leather cord. But you can see, if I take this off, get it off, it can be changed to another necklace or another cord. Okay, and the earrings. Yes, I did make earrings. I finished them off. Yeah, they're a bit different. They don't look like this at all. These look more kind of Japanesey. Here they are. Yeah, they look completely different. But what I did was I just drilled holes in through, and I just stuck a bit of wire, and then used a bit of super glue, and then a little bit of resin on the outside just to secure it all together. So there's the pair of earrings. The other one I did, where is it here? Before, I haven't finished it. I don't know what I want to do with it, but anyway, it's like that for now. So anyway, that's that. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I didn't want to do something too Valentine's-y, but I did want to do something kind of romantic, and I think, you know, Baroque and Brocade is quite romantic. I like it. And I also like the color pink that I came up with. So anyway, so I guess that's the end of this. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. Please comment and share. That really helped my channel. If you watch my content regularly, please consider becoming a channel member. That would really help me out. And I guess that's it. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.